Yes. Yeah, please.
Imagining that she is over the moon.
Well, the great thing she says, and she says it was such if you want to say the ethical reflection of a nation isn't reduced to the government. Now, when Governor Pence and I had a disagreement about the question of the resettlement of Syrian refugees, when my decision was announced, it was the Archdiocese received overwhelming support, not simply from the Catholic community, but from beyond. The first, because we were uncertain whether we would actually receive the state funds that were, generally accompany the resettlement. Many communities immediately responded generously, and the first one was the Jewish community in Indianapolis. So I have a lot of faith in the American people, and I think the greatest gift that the Catholic Church can do is to put a face on refugees. Put a face, because obviously every American Catholic traces his or her origin to an immigrant or a refugee. See if we can arrange something to do that.
Which one is it? Which one do you have?
Your mother's good taste.
Okay.
This is like a good pastor that remembers. I've told many times the story of a conversation we shared on a coffee break, where I said to him, this would have been 6 months after the election of Benedict XVI, and I said, everybody is happy with the election of Pope Benedict, but I have to say honestly, you were my mother's candidate. And he looked at me quite surprised. He said, how does your mother know me? I said, well, she read in the newspaper that you pick up after yourself, that you cook your own food and you wash your clothes. And I said, frankly, she's had it up to here with princes of the church. and he never forgot that. So he would always, and I'm hoping that because she's here, that perhaps on Saturday or Sunday, they'll get a chance to meet. I think because of the circumstances the United States has lived, particularly since 2002, which was the real, I suppose, the full flowering, if I can use that word, of the clerical sexual abuse crisis. That was not simply criminal conduct, but it was such a fundamental violation of trust that the challenge is always going to be, how can the church regain the trust of its members and the wider society? And I think that in Newark that'll be a challenge.